Korea's trade surplus with the United States has slimmed down considerably during the first 4 months of this year, despite America's imports having grown during that time. Korea's dropped from 5th to 9th place among countries that enjoy a surplus with the U.S. Soo-young has the numbers.
Korea's trade surplus with the United States has seen a dramatic cut so far this year. Figures from the U.S. Department of Commerce show that even though America's overall imports rose by 7% from January to April, shipments coming from Korea fell 2.1% to $23 billion. And the other way around, U.S. exports to Korea rose by more than 23%, knocking down Korea's surplus to $7.8 billion. That's a drop of nearly 31%. Countries like Japan, Germany and India also saw their surpluses shrink, while China, Ireland and Canada saw a substantial boost. Reducing America's trade deficit was one of President Donald Trump's biggest campaign promises, and Korea is one trading partner that's been expecting a backlash against its exports, possibly even the scrapping of its bilateral FTA with Washington. Korea's Trade Ministry said on Wednesday that it will set up a cooperative body that will bring together public and private efforts to monitor and respond to possible trade actions, as well as roll out measures for small and medium-sized businesses to minimize the impact of potential friction with the U.S.
We should diversify our exports of intermediate goods and machinery to fast-growing emerging markets like Vietnam, as well as increase shipments of consumer products that we have strengths in, like cosmetics and medical products.
Down the line, however, a Korean think tank said last week that if Washington decides to scrap the trade pact with Seoul, it would likely hurt the U.S. more than Korea. Without the FTA, it said, U.S. shipments to Korea would be subject to a minimum of 4% in duties, while Korean businesses would only pay 1.6%. The think tank's simulation in 2015 found Korea would lose $1.3 billion in exports and the US $1.5 billion, which would still hand Korea a positive balance of trade. Soo-young, Arirang News.